Hi, guys. Welcome in to Tarot Thursdays. Welcome in, guys. My name is Uma. I'm a professional tarot card reader and also a teacher of the tarot card arts. So excited to be here with you guys. I'm here every Thursday at noon to give a little bit of insight into tarot and then also to do some mini readings. So, for those of you that are watching me on YouTube, at the end of my broadcast, you can absolutely get a mini reading right here, right now, while I am online. And for those of you that are watching also on TikTok, hi guys, you also will be able to get mini readings at the end of my talk today, and you guys will send the gifts that are appropriate for the readings. All right. So, welcome in, welcome in. If you are watching me live, please do me a favor and hit the like button and just drop a comment and let me know that you're here. And then we can begin. All right. I see Jen's here. Hi, Jen. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you to everybody here on TikTok. I really appreciate you guys being here. So, tarot. I've been doing divination since I was a child. So I'm one of those people that have been born a medium. You know, I was communicating to spirit people ever since I was a child. And I thought that was normal, to be honest. I thought everybody could do that. And it was very weird to me that people couldn't, in fact, do that. And then they thought I was weird that I was communicating with spirit on the other side. I remember from my primary school, which, you know, I grew up in different countries. I grew up in Barbados and in Guyana. So I went to school in those countries. And I remember like reading back my reports from when I was a young child, and the teachers would always say, you know, Uma sits in the corner. She doesn't want to associate with anyone. And she's just always talking to herself. I wasn't talking to myself, ma'am, right? I was talking to the people on the other side. So I've always been comfortable doing spirit divination. I've always been comfortable channeling messages from the other side. But it was in my 30s, about, 16 years ago, when I realized people wanted me to channel for them more in depth. And then they also wanted to pay me for the channel messages that I was bringing through. And that's when I decided, you know what? Even though divination, the psychic arts and stuff like that is not accredited, is not credentialed in this country, America, I need to do my due diligence and get the training, right? So I did the due diligence, because if people were going to start paying me to do readings, even though I was a natural since birth, I didn't want to just rely on my natural skills. I wanted to be trained and learn how to do this properly. And that's just my ethics. If you know Capricorns, you know that's just how we are. We're going to make sure we do things the right way, on the up and up, all day, every day. So I got the trainings back in 2015. I learned from a very noted psychic teacher, mentor, speaker at that time. She's since retired. And I learned how to read tarot. And then on top of reading tarot, thank you for my heart puffs. That's my goal today, TikTok. Thank you for my heart puffs. And after reading tarot, I started to give the tarot readings and combine them with my psychic abilities, what I already knew. And it just took off from there. About 5 years later, I started teaching tarot classes. And in fact, I have an online tarot class coming up in October. So for those of you that are so intrigued by this art of divination and of learning how to read the cards and understand what the cards mean and putting it all together, and using tarot card spreads and doing readings for people, right? Thank you for the heart puffs. Nails by Cats. Thank you. I give shout outs to anybody who helps me hit my goals on these social media platforms. So thank you. Nails by Cats. And I do have that course coming up in October. It's a 4-week online course. Each week we delve into a different part of tarot, and it's going to be including the information I share here today, plus much more. So this is why I do these free classes and free events, because I want you guys to get a taste of what I offer. I know a lot of metaphysical classes are out there, metaphysical teachers, And, of course, we come with a price, we come with a financial commitment. So, the way I do things at my center is I like to give you guys freebies so you can see how I teach, see how I talk. And if you relate to me and you like it, then you might be like, you know what? Let me go ahead and sign up for this event that she has in October, Sunday, October 20th, to be exact, a 4-week online Tarot Foundations course. And for those of you that want to know, I will, at the end of this broadcast, pin it for you guys, the link that you can actually, I can run it right now. For those of you watching on YouTube, it's running at the bottom. It's bit.ly/Tarot Foundations 1024. That's the event I have coming up, and you can check it out in RSVP. Okay. So today's class, we are talking about the Pentacle cards. Now, I will tell you that I use this tarot deck when I teach my classes and when I do my divination readings. Thank you, Jen. I use this deck. And I use this deck because the traditional Rider-Waite deck, it is awesome, but it was the very first deck that was made. So it's kind of gruesome. You got the death card and the tower, and it's really scary, right? And there's nothing scary about tarot. It's very beautiful. It's divination at its finest. It gives clarity. It gives hope. It gives peace. It gives understanding. So I used to use the Rider-Waite deck, which is the oldest tarot deck out there known to man. It was the first tarot deck made. I don't use that anymore. I use this deck. But don't worry, if any of you are signing up for my program, you don't have to use that deck. The funny thing about tarot is you could learn on one deck and you can read all tarot because it's all the same. And that is the basis of why I'm doing these classes here today, every Thursday at noon. Because once you learn tarot, it doesn't matter what deck you use. Once you figure out what the suits are, you can give a reading with any tarot deck. So it's definitely a good skill to have. Okay. So the tarot deck is divided. It's 78 cards in tarot, and it's divided into major arcana and minor arcana. The major arcana has to do with your spiritual path and purpose. The minor arcana has to do with your day-to-day living. And that's what we're focusing on today. We're focusing on the pentacles that is in traditional tarot, but in my deck, we call them the earth cards. All right. So traditional tarot, pentacles, my deck, the earth cards. And the reason why we want to focus on the earth cards is because the pentacles deck represents the material world, in which we deal with making a living, caring for our bodies, and looking after Mother Earth. So our lives are represented in this suit by money, work, home, security, health, resources, education, society, and the environment. And for this deck, okay, for the Earth deck, it is really primarily, when I do readings, concerned about your career and your finances. Right? The water cards or the cup cards are mostly focused on love and relationships. And if you guys want to know what my take was on the water cards, if you go to my YouTube channel and you look at last week's broadcast on Thursday, you will see my take on the water cards, because we did the water cards last week. So the water cards, like I said, have to do with emotions, with psychic abilities, and also about relationships. So you can find the video on my YouTube channel under the playlist. It's called Tarot Thursdays. And you can access all my videos on there. I have all of them on there. So let's get into these cards and what these cards mean. All right. The first card in any of the suits is going to be the Ace card, and the Ace of Earth has to do with new beginnings. So when you get an Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Earth card, it's talking about the inflow of abundance, right? So this could be a new business, a new way of making money, a promotion, a salary increase, right? This is a new way of money coming into you. Aces always represent new beginnings. A new beginning in the earth realm or the pentacles realm is going to be new beginnings in your career and your finances. So it tends to be a very positive card. And a lot of people tend to look forward to that card. I love getting that card when somebody starts a new business and they're like, Uma, how's my business going to turn out? And I get that card, right? Then we're going to see that. So what I think would be really fun to make this an interactive show is when I call out a card, some of you that are watching live, you could put the number of the card in there before I do the message about what that card is. And let's see if it appeals to you. All right, let's play a little game. We just did Ace of Earth. We're about to do Two of Earth. Does anybody feel like the Two of Earth has a message for them? And listen, you can sit here and say 2, 3, 4, 5. You can go through the whole, if you feel like all of them are messages to you, then go ahead and say that. All right. So if anybody wants to claim the Two of Earth card right now, you can. Here's the message of Two of Earth. Now, two is the number of duality, of relationships, and usually about harmony. But when we have two coupled with the Earth card, the Pentacles card, it signifies duality, busyness, doing too much. So this would be a message. I would read this card as a message to the person to slow down, to take their time with things. They're working too hard, possibly, and you may need some time for some playtime. You know what I mean? So for those of you that get the Two of Earth or Two Pentacles card, you might be feeling stressed. Stephanie, yeah, you own that one. Okay, yeah, and this is just a message to kind of like create some downtime, some playtime, or you might be even stressing one particular thing too hard, and your spirit guides are like, you don't need to do that. You can just kind of like take some time to relax and let things develop. It also says that you might be just kind of spiraling in your head about something, and it just is time to make a decision. So a lot of times people worry about making the wrong decision. And this is what I say: stand by your choice. Whatever decision you make is the right decision, and it's going to lead you down a path, and you need to go down that path. You can't ignore your destiny, right? So trust what feels right for you in that moment, and then things will develop. Kevin wrote in, we have a little off the bar questions. I'm going to ask you to hold that question, Kevin. I have an answer for you. Let me just get through this class, and then I always have Q&A, and then space for me to do mini readings or full readings while I'm on the live. So just hold that, and we're going to get to it. Three of Pentacles, Three of Earth. Anybody being drawn to the Three of Pentacles, Three of Earth card? Anyone? Put a 3 in the comments. Let me see if you're being drawn to this card. Well, for those of you that are drawn to the Three of Earth, this is a good card about your work life. Now, 3 is the number of creativity and expression, and creativity and expression in the Pentacles suit that is about your career and finances is a really great card. It indicates upcoming success based on your hard work and your good planning. So for those of you that felt drawn to that Three of Earth card, right? You are feeling the effects of, I keep putting in the work, and I'm about to get paid off for all that hard work, right? This is about recognition for your talents, your skills. This is about your work is something that you're really passionate about, and then you're going to be rewarded for being so passionate about the work that you do. So this can also talk about joining a group or organization, 3, more than one person, and being a team player or being cooperative with other people in your life. So it's a really positive card in terms of your career and your finances. Was anybody drawn to the 3 card? No? That's okay. We can skip to the next card now, which is going to be the Four of Earth. Is anybody drawn to the Four of Earth or the Four of Pentacles card? Let me see. Nobody wants to talk right now because everybody's kind of shy. Don't be shy. Listen, put yourself out there. There's something about being vulnerable, right? Like the universe rewards vulnerability. So if you're drawn to the Four of Earth card, just put it out there, number 4. All right. Now, for those of you that are drawn to the Four of Earth card, 4 of Earth, Four of Pentacles is the card of extremes. It's a duality card. It's either like, and it has to do again with money because we're in the Pentacles deck, money, career, finances, right? So this is a card that talks about take caution with your resources because either you're doing too much or you're not doing enough. Either you're spending like crazy, hi Afro, or you're not spending enough, you're being miserly, right? You're being miserly. So the Four of Earth card is a message to make some strong decisions about your resources, review your spending habits, create a savings account. Or you might be too financially conservative and your spirit guides are saying it's time to spend a little, right? Spend a little bit. Thank you. Aphrodisiac is in the house. Thank you for helping me with my goal. The heart puffs are moving. Thank you, Afro. Everybody hit a fave on Aphrodisiac for helping me out with that goal. Thank you. So the Four of Earth is a card that says your hard work is paying off, but stay alert to new possibilities. Don't get pigeonholed into just what you're doing and just working hard and working hard. Thank you so much, Afro. I love this support. I got to tell you guys, I really enjoy streaming on YouTube and TikTok. Thank you. Because you guys do really help me meet my goals. And I've recently gotten into this on TikTok, there's these leagues. That's how they rank you. And it's like my biggest desire to get into the A League. I don't know what, if life will change for me or anything like that, but I just would love to make it into the A League and see what happens. So if anybody's watching this broadcast and you are in the A League, could you just tell me what's going on? If it's worth it to be there. Big shout out to Jen. Thank you. Hi, Bella. Big pause real quick on this tarot class. No, I did not switch accounts. My first account got banned, so I had to start all over again on TikTok. But I'm sure they had a good reason for banning it. I don't know. I do the same thing every day. I come on here and do the same thing, but I had to start all over. But the good news is, just sidebar, is that when they banned my account the first time on TikTok, I had 8,000 followers, and I am approaching the 8,000 mark. And I got banned around, I want to say like March or April, right, Afro? Like around March or April. And just let's say March, April, May, June, July, August, September. And just 6 months later, I'm right back to where I was and I'm about to surpass it. So thank you, Bella. Appreciate it. All right, let's move on with our talk on the Pentacles in Tarot. Five of Earth. Is anybody drawn to Five of Earth? Because I'll tell you this, Five of Earth, you don't want to be drawn to the Five of Earth. Five is the number of change in numerology, guys. And it is not a number people look forward to. People don't like change, right? Let's be honest. People don't like change. So change in your finances, not a good thing. All right. Five of Earth says you have a lack mentality. You keep focusing too much on what is not there. And you should really be focusing on what is there. So if your money is not right, okay, don't focus on your money not being right. Focus on the abundance. You have a home. You have a roof over your head. You have food in your fridge. You have people that love you. You have people that check on you, right? So when you focus on the things that are abundant in your life, and this is me talking to you as a law of attraction coach, when you focus on things that are abundant in your life, you create the vibration of abundance. And that's how you attract in more abundance. I can't tell you guys, you guys know, I work for myself. I'm an entrepreneur. I am the CEO of the Lotus and Light Metaphysical Center. It's just me. I don't have a ton of people working for me. It's just me in my little studio. And there are weeks I have no clients. There are weeks I have nobody signing up for my classes. There are weeks I have no money coming in. And you know what? I keep going. And I've been doing this for 15 years. I can tell you as an entrepreneur, there will be months you don't make your quota and you're struggling and you're dipping into your savings account. And then there are months that you double, triple your quota and you're now replenishing your savings accounts. It's all balance, right? So with the 5 of Earth card, don't focus too much on what you don't have. Don't create that lack energy. Focus on what is working in your life. And that is how you invite in more abundance. Now, 6 of Earth, 6 of Pentacles is a card I absolutely love. I call this my reciprocity card, because you can see the fairy and she's balancing all the money there. This is a card that says lots of abundance is on your way. Isn't it funny how the 6 of Earth follows the 5 of Earth? This is Spirit's way of letting you know, right? After the storm comes the rainbow. After the pain comes the pleasure, right? So when you get a 6 of Earth card, a 6 of Pentacles card, this is a message that you have done the work. Your abundance is on its way to you. You've been grateful. You had a grateful heart. And now the universe wants to reward your gratitude. You didn't sit there and moan and complain about what I don't have or how things aren't working. Bella, thank you for helping me with my goal. Let's go. Soul Bella is in the building. Please hit a fave on her. Thank you so much, sis. So this is talking about gifts coming your way. This gifts can be money. It can be time, like people giving you time. It could be your resources being replenished. But it's a gift from the universe coming your way, because the universe loves to reward a grateful heart. They do. They love to reward a grateful heart. So in your times of storm, in your times of challenge, remain patient, remain hopeful, remain optimistic, remain grateful. And then you will see the 6 of Earth card pop up. Now, after that, we have the 7 of Earth. 7 is usually a number of introspection and patience, soul seeking, soul searching. So when you put that with the Pentacles vibe, this is talking about patience, right? I always think of like a farmer with this card. You know how, like, when you plant a seed today, tomorrow, you're not going to get a plant bearing fruit that you can eat. You got to wait, right? But you did the work. You planted the seed. You watered the soil. You put the soil out in the sun so the sun can, bless that soil with its rays of sunlight. You're doing the work. And what are you doing? You're being patient. And eventually, in a couple of weeks or months, the fruit will bear, and then you can eat the fruit. The 7 of Earth is that energy. It's that energy of be patient. What you want is on the way to you, but you just have to be patient and trust that the things are going to work out the way you want it to work out. All right. After that, we have the 8 of Earth, and the 8 of Earth is the apprenticeship card. This is about studying, going back to school. 8 is usually a number of abundance. So when you have abundance in the Pentacles field, which is money, finances, career, materialistic life things, this is about putting your heart into work or studying, right? So this is about, like, I want to learn more about my career. I want to do more to have more in my career. When you get this 8 of Earth card, 8 of Pentacles, it's like a desire to want to be more. Like right now, I'm taking an actual certified 1-year astrology course, because even though I do astrology for my clients, I am not a certified astrologer. And you guys know, like I said, I am a Capricorn with strong integrity. So I don't want to be out here providing things to people where I don't have like a certification or some time spent in this genre. I want to be completely, I know everything about this. I'm an expert in this. So I would be the 8 of Earth card right now, because I'm so focused on studying for this path in my life, because I feel like astrology is so beneficial in so many ways. And I can't wait till I learn all of it that I need to learn. And then I can start to create and curate my own events, my own things. Like I already see like astrology sound bats and, chakra and astrology. Like I can just see it all. So I probably shouldn't say that on live. Somebody's probably going to steal the idea. But one thing I've learned through life is that people can replicate you, but they can never be you. I've had so many of my students learn from me and then offer the same offerings I offer, and they never succeed because it didn't come to them from spirit. It came to them from me. So that is, you see, it's an indirect. And once it's indirect, it doesn't have that greater chance of surviving. But once it comes direct, it has the best chance of being successful. Just a little side note for those of you that are starting out your businesses or whatnot. Don't look to other people for inspiration. Look above for your inspiration. All right. Now, after the Eight of Earth, about school, going back, learning all you can about a topic, we have the Nine of Earth or Nine of Pentacles. I like to call this card my single and happy, single not looking, right? Because this is a card about I'm just enjoying life by myself. I'm doing me. I'm not out here looking to be in no relationship. I'm looking to up level myself. I'm looking to up level my life. So how many of you identify with the energy of that card, right? Your self-reliance, wisdom, and restraint have paid off. You've done excellent work and prepared for this time in your life. You now have the opportunity to take it easy, enjoy some luxuries, value your own company, find peace and contentment in your quiet, alone time. All right, Afro, hold that idea, manager. I really like that. Let's hold that idea. Remind me about that on the back end. I'm not even going to say it out loud. That is, and we can work on it together. We can work on it together and produce that together. Facts. Okay. So the Nine of Earth, I love this card. I think this is like a Capricorn card because this is like we do love our own company. Just Capricorn. I could be by myself and you would not hear a peep out of me. Okay. So sometimes when I watch those movies, right? The end of the world. Do you remember that movie with Will Smith? What was it? I Legend, where it was just him in the world, but they had the zombies or whatever hiding in the dark. Now, if I was the only one left on the planet, I'm gonna tell you all this right now, but no zombies. Don't leave me with no zombies. If I was the only one left on the planet, right? Let me tell y'all right now, when y'all come back from wherever you've been to, the place would be clean. It would be immaculate. And Uma would be having the time of her life. I probably would be living in somebody's mansion. I apologize, but I will keep it clean too, wherever I live. And just when you go, take all the animals with you. I'm not about that life. But leave all the food and just leave me here. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. All right. After the Nine of Earth, your solitary existence, we have 10 of Earth, which is a really happy family card. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Earth. This talk about like you reaching, because 10 is the number of completion, right? So this talks about abundance and financial security, lasting foundations of success in your business life. You have freedom with the 10 of Earth. You've gone through all the struggles and you've reached this place of freedom. And we cycle here, right? We're never here all the time because life is always changing and moving. But this is a great feeling to have. This is actually the energy that we want to work towards. Right? This is the energy that we want to work towards. So when you get this card, this is a great card to get because it talks about either you're experiencing financial abundance now or financial abundance is on its way to you. All right. So that's the cards in the Pentacles deck from 1 to 10, but we also have the court cards, and the court cards are people, the people in the deck. So just a really quick synopsis. Pages are messengers. So when you get the Page of Earth or Page of Pentacles, this is like a message coming in that you have good news coming to you about your financial matters. And if you've been making plans, your plans will continue to grow and eventually manifest. All right. So this is a really good message about messages. Now, the knights in tarot are offers. And the Knight of Earth is, they say that you look at the knights by the speed with which they move. The Knight of Earth is the slowest moving knight, but slow progress is still progress, right? So it doesn't matter that he's moving slow. This offer is coming through. So this is about the planning stage being left behind. Action is moving things. This is like you buckling down and getting things done. So when I get that card for people, I'm like, oh, okay. So you're really putting your mind to this thing and you're really ready to see this thing through, right? Cool. Keep doing what you're doing. You're not going to see any results just yet, but it's on its way to you. That's what I tell my clients. It's on its way to you. You're not seeing the results, but keep doing what you're doing, and this will pan out for you. Okay. Now the queens are the nurturers in any deck. So the Queen of Earth is a very warm scent. I think of her like, that grandma that bakes you cookies and spends time with you and knits and crochets. And she just makes time for people around her. And she's this very warm presence. So when you get this card, either you're that person or you're supposed to be that person. Like you're supposed to create time for your loved ones, or give to those that are less fortunate. Share what you have. It's an energy of caring and compassion. And then finally, we have the King of Earth, and the kings in the decks are the authority figures. This King of Earth, I like to liken to a philanthropist. He has so much going on for him. He's a very successful man, and everything is just working well for him in his life. We call him King Midas. Everything he touches turns to gold, right? So this is a talk about being promoted, offered a higher salary, opportunities coming your way that are just golden, right? Thank you, Afro. So this is an amazing card that talks about opportunities coming your way. You want to see the King of Earth show up, especially if you're asking about your career, your finances. The King of Earth is pretty much, you got so many offers coming your way, and all of them are like golden tickets. All right, golden tickets. So that's my talk about the Pentacles and quickly going through them. Of course, like I said, I have that Tarot Foundations course coming up in October, Sunday, October 20th. For the next 4 Sundays in October and November, we will be doing these in-depth study of the tarot and going over each of these cards individually, as well as the other cards in tarot. So at the end of this broadcast, which is now, I'd like to open it up to Q&A for those of you that had questions for me about tarot, about psychic development, about spiritual development. Ask your questions now. And of course, if you want a reading, you can get a reading right now. So if you're watching me on YouTube, it is a $10 donation for a mini reading, which is 2 to 3 cards, or a $20 donation for a full reading, which is about 7 to 10 cards. You just send it to my Cash App, UmaB1111. I will see it pop up on the screen, and then you just let me know in the comments that you're there and you ask your question. If you are on TikTok watching me, hi guys, you can send the manifesting gift. It's the 500 gift for a mini reading, or you can send the galaxy or jellyfish gift for the full reading. You can also send a $20 Cash App or $10 Cash App donation if that's better for you as well. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. So someone did ask me a question earlier, and I'm going to scroll up and get that question. So Kevin asked, why do I see 1234 all the time? 1234 all the time. When you look at those numbers, Kevin, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It's progression. It's growth. So I would say you're on the right path, right? And this is like your angels, your spirit guides letting you know that you're on the right path and to keep going. Because sometimes we need that validation, right? Like I'm on the right path. And then the spirit guides will just give you that as validation to tell you that you're on the right path. So that's my message to you, Kevin, about that question. Nanita, hi, I am doing mini readings and full readings right now. So you can either send gifts or the love donations of $10 or $20 to my Cash App for that question. Is me and Kaylila good for each other? That's a good question to ask. Most times I do, the majority of the readings I do here on TikTok and on YouTube tend to be questions about love and relationships. So it's funny. I started first when I came into the metaphysical field 15 years ago. I started first as a healer. I was a massage therapist. And then I noticed my hands got hot anytime I worked on people. So a client of mine said, you should look into Reiki. And I didn't even know what Reiki was. So I looked into it, found it interesting. I learned Reiki and I became really good at it, really good at Reiki. And so I started teaching and doing Reiki. And then it's just everything progressed. I did reflexology, I did IET, access bars. And then what I noticed was when doing energy healing and massages on my clients, I noticed that my psychic abilities, because like I said, I'm a born psychic medium, they just really started taking off to the point where I wanted to like give my my messages to them. So I would start very quietly, like in the beginning, I would say, listen, I have a message for you, but I don't know if you want to hear this or, you want to know about this. But at the end of the day, this is what it is. Let me know, how does it resonate? And every single time people were like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I needed to hear. That's exactly what I needed to hear. So that's how I started to understand that my psychic abilities were needed. So that's when I got the training in psychic development, psychic abilities. And that's what I tell people all the time. Like, if you are a natural reader, don't just go out there and read for people, because you don't know if what you're doing is right or what you're doing is safe. Learn how to read. How do I send a gift if I don't have money for it? Yeah, you need to have money on this app to send a gift, or you can, if you don't want to send a gift on the app, you can send a donation to my Cash App for your reading. Yeah. So it's $10 for a mini reading or $20 for a full reading. And that's why I like to come on to YouTube and TikTok to do these readings, because my regular clients, it's $55 for a 15-minute private reading. So this is a way for people that can't afford, my regular readings, for them to come on these public domain sites and get readings. That way, it's more affordable for them. Yes, it's not private, but that's like, the halfway point I can make is like, okay, it's not going to be private, but you still get a reading. It's just going to be a public situation. My friend is so crazy. I have this one friend, he's going around he's going around this app that we stream on, screaming free Diddy. So it's just funny how people do things. But yeah, if there's nobody who has questions today or want a reading, that is not a problem. We can end our stream now. I just want to thank you guys so much for showing up. And for those of you that watch my videos, whether you watch them on the replay or, you watch them live, thank you so much for commenting, hitting that like button, and just letting me know how you feel about the videos, really and truly, because I make the videos for you guys. So when you guys let me know in the comments and stuff, I truly, truly appreciate it. All right. So thank you guys so much for showing up for Tarot Thursdays. Next week, we are going to continue with our series. Last week, we did the Cups cards. This week, we did the Earth cards, the Pentacle cards. And next week, we are going to do the fire cards, or the wands or the fire cards, and do a little bit a deep dive into what those fire cards or those wands cards represent. All right. So thank you so much, YouTube. Appreciate you guys being here. I will see you again next week. And don't forget, if you do want to reach out to me for a healing, for a soul alignment coaching, for a reading, just visit my website. My website will give you all the information you need to get in contact with me, and then also what I offer. But right now we have that Tarot Foundations course coming up in October. And like I said, its seating is limited. We only have space for 20 people. So if you see it, you like it, and you want to, don't wait until October. That's what people tend to do, is wait till October. And I'm like, then we run out of space. And then you're looking at me like, do something. And I'm like, I can't do anything. I've been telling y'all since September, sign up now, hold your spot. It's affordable and it's for 4 weeks. Put in the commitment and get your cards and then let's get cracking. All right. Thanks, guys. I'll see you later.